My name is Seth Kofi Dowu. I live in Ho Volta region, Ghana, and I actually heard about SWAL through the CEO herself, who contacted me that am I a member of the SWAL family on WhatsApp, and I said I never knew there's a WhatsApp page. Okay, so through that I got to know of the page and also realized that it was one Marikoto, one of the coordinators, that actually gave her my number, and I was happy to become a member. And what I really like about the group is the aim or the focus of the group, which is to prepare people for marriage, and they do this through the topics that they discuss, and I think it's a good thing. And also it's a Christian group, and so they try to inculcate in us the Christian values, which I think is a laudable idea, and I really like that about it. It's not any other group where you can just come do whatever you want to do. They go straight by the rules, and I think it's a good thing. And also the prayer marathon, I think it's a very good thing, because as a group without prayer, I think it would be useless. But by prayer and everything, it's going on, and I think God being on our side, the vision or what the CEO have seen for starting this group, it will soon be achieved, and God bless us so much. What I've learned from the CEO and the coordinators. In other words, I'm just amazed by the humbleness of the humility of the CEO. She is so down to earth, and also she really has time for everyone. She checks on everyone, and it's just amazing. This shows that she really has SWAL at heart, and she really wants the singles to enjoy their married life. So she's checks on everyone, and it's just amazing, and she does everything possible within her means to make sure every member really gets into the vision. Yes, and also the connectors too, they check on people to see whether you like the group and what you don't like or not. They always try to check on you, and I just pray that I should also have the same zeal for people, that they will be eager to join the group, so that they will learn what we are learning, and also have a happy life. Because as Christians, without a happy marriage, it's not the best, because it will not speak well about you. So basically, I'm just learning how to be humble and how to cope with people of diverse or difficult characters, how to handle them, because you're not seeing them and they're not seeing you, but through technology or social media, you talk to them and they get to really know you, and you share your views with them. And I think it's something that I'm really praying that I will be one day through God's help. In August, we discuss temperament and love language, and through the discussion, I got to realize that I am melancholic through the test that was sent about for us to test, and also my love language I also got to know, and it's really helping me to know the kind of person maybe I should date or go out with. Also, by my love language, I really get to know what I like, and maybe what my partner also should like, and and also how it will help in the future is if I should marry, I'll tell her how she should behave towards me, and also how I should also do same to her, or how she should treat me, so that we can have a happy marriage. Setting boundaries, I also got to know that in a relationship there are some boundaries that you have to set, so that things may not go overboard, because if you didn't set any boundary, it may open way for so many things to be done. But if you have set what you should do and what not to do, everyone will know that yes, I'm supposed to do this and that, and I think it's okay. I thank God for this group, and I thank the CEO, Miss Peace Adams, the coordinators, supervisors, everyone making this group active and interesting, and also making the aim of the group become reality. I thank them for their lives. I pray that God Himself will sustain them and give them more grace, so that the time that they spend to make this group active, they will gain it back through any means that God will do it for them. And I also like to invite all singers out there who are living miserable lives. They should come on board, and they should come and see the good things that God is doing through our CEO. They should come and develop their singleness, and they will like it, and through this they will have a happy marriage life, which is the aim of the group. But if they come, they should be active, because if we are dormant, or if you are not, if you are a passive member, how can the group be active? No. So let's be active, and yes, let's be active. Let's take part in the discussions. Let's take part. The prayer. Let's pray, because without prayer, this cannot be done. And let's give our all to the group, because it's for our own benefit, not for anything else. The CEO doesn't get paid for doing what she's doing. Yeah. So let's just help her, so that the vision that she has will become reality.
Hello everyone, it's Patrick Oponse Tremensa, 24 years of age, from Ghana. I heard about SWAL not even a year ago. Yeah, that was July 2016, and I heard about it through Facebook, social media. Yeah, I liked the page, and I sent a message, and the CEO responded, and we had a chat about the vision of the group and what it intends to do for singles. And I liked it. I bought into the idea, and I told them I want to join, I want to be part of this wonderful group. Personally, I think SWAL has been a powerful group towards me. Looking at me knowing my love language, words of affirmation, quality time, it's something I never knew. And also temperament, knowing how to treat people well. Personally, that's what I've learned, how to treat people differently, because you get to know everyone is different, and they have to be treated in a different way, which is very powerful. Yeah, which is very powerful. Knowing all this, it takes you far. Even when you have to have a partner, even children in your life, my child is different from this guy is different from this girl, and it helps a lot. And also talking about my personal life, how am I building before marriage? It's helping a lot. Financially, you have to be upright. Personal hygiene, you have to be upright. Even the food you take in, your health wise, all this, I've got to know that this is how I have to do things. This is how I have to do it. I don't have to wait for me to have millions before I even say I want to marry. The little life is built little way. And I think SWAL has taught me all this, and it's very powerful. As an individual, even as a supervisor, let me say coordinator in SWAL, it has been a very great blessing to me, and I appreciate joining this group. It's been wonderful. You see, I said earlier on, it has taught me so many things, so many great things. Looking at from my spiritual life, my emotional life, social life, and all that, it has been very wonderful to me. You see, when you can't control your temper as an individual, and when you can't seem to tolerate people, even at the highest level, you see, we have so many rules, and people can't break in them. Sometimes you can't just jump on them. You just have to go in one of the calmest approach, and it's lovely. It's really lovely. When I joined first, like, I see people do that, and I love it, because it's really great seeing people use those approach. First, I would like to go with the fierce approach, but it's not necessary, and it's one thing I appreciate. And I think it's wonderful in my life, because talking about, I always dwell on it, temperament. People, when people are different, you come to appreciate that. And I think it's a wonderful thing in my life. It's something I appreciate a lot. So we get to know, you have to set boundaries, where you have to know even a time to pick phone call is different. You have to be able to set boundaries for yourself. There are people you don't allow in your life, and all these have been powerful. It's helping me a lot. It's doing great things for me, and I know it will take me far. Looking at the fact that I have to know my purpose and know that of my partner and how to blend them is something which is going to help me and will take me a long way, because it's something I have and can be taken from me. You know, the late Dr. Mansmo said something. He said when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. You see, when you don't know your purpose, when you don't know why you are living on earth, why you live. You see, people can abuse you, people can toss you anyhow. They can deal with you in whatever way that they want to, because you yourself, you don't know what you live for. You don't know why you are even existing. And it's a very delicate issue if you don't know that, and you have to go into, say you want to be with someone else. Yourself, you can't handle yourself. How can you handle when you are together? It's kind of dicey. And this is something similar with their life is teaching, and is actually trying to bring out in people. We believe everybody has a purpose, and people have to come to that realization. The greatest strategy isn't death, a life without a purpose. What is your purpose? If you don't have a purpose, it's not worth living. It's not worth living. You have to have a life, and that is what Single with a Life is about. You have to make it an effort to say, I want to have a life. And having a life is what achieving what your purpose in life. Without that, you don't have a life. SWAL is a beautiful group, Single with a Life. Just imagine a single having a life. I don't know. I wouldn't like to marry and have nothing. I don't know what that will end me. I don't know how that will take me far. And to my ladies mostly, there is a thing about life that is beyond marriage. There is a thing. Marriage is a wonderful thing, but there is another aspect which is beyond marriage. Nobody is saying you shouldn't marry, but you can't marry and you have to be a burden to your husband. Let me put it that way. You can't marry and it's like without your husband you have no life. No, you should have a life as an individual. You should have a life, and you should love yourself. You should love what you have and what you do, and you shouldn't boast with what your husband can do, what your husband will be able to do, but what you can do yourself as an individual. And I think that is what Single with a Life is about. If you take your life away from that of your husband, what do you have? How can you stand on your own if you take your life away as an individual? That is what we are talking about. You see, your purpose is very necessary here. It's something you have to appreciate. This is what I'm born for. I am going for it. And you should look for a husband you can blend your life with. It's not just someone who is just pushing and tossing you about. When the person sits, you sit just because you have no life. See, when we say you have a life, not just because you are living, but you are living for something. And that's what Single with a Life is about. That is what we are training people about. That is what we are all learning. We are all teaching ourselves with, and it's a lovely group. Lastly, to my coordinators, we are doing a great job, and I think we can push and we can go far. Looking from the CEO, the head coordinator, the deputies, and all those down to the group coordinators. I think we've been wonderful, and we can do better. We just have to look at things, and we just have to take things from professional point of view, know where SWAL is going, catch into the vision, and we'll get there. I believe we are doing great, and with more effort and prayer, I know this is something established by God, and have God said it, and will it fail? No, I don't see it that way. I see SWAL going to places. Some of us want to be with it as far as it will be, as far as it will exist. And I know, as God has said, as far as the sky is what far from what the earth, as far as what the sea or the ocean stretches, as far as it has no end. That is how far will be like. It will go far, and I'll just entreat everyone, the coordinators especially, let's get it going. Let's push it as we are doing, and let's do a wonderful job. And there's one thing I always say, 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 58 says, so we should never be weary, we should never grow weary of the things that we do for God, for we know that our labor is never going to be in vain, and I know we'll go places. We'll go places. And thank you all for the good words and everything. We appreciate you.